What's up guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another all-new Hybrid Network News Flash. Amazon Prime's Lord of the Rings series is still God knows how long away, but they've seen fit to start tempting us and teasing us with little bits of information from their official Twitter account. And just a quick little recap if you missed the beginning of this saga last week. On Wednesday, the Twitter account officially became active with a J.R.R. Tolkien quote. I wisely started with the map, followed up on Friday with the first look at the map of what we recognize to be Middle-earth, just without any region names or kingdoms or anything like that, and the caption, 3 rings for the Elven Kings under the sky. And what we predicted at the time on Friday when we did our first video on this and the first part of the map was released was that every couple of days the next part of the ring verse would be released with an accompanying map that gets more and more updated until the verse is complete. And that does seem to be the case, as today they've released another portion of the ring verse and a more and more updated map. Specifically, this is the second line of the Ringverse only, 7 for the Dwarf Lords and their Halls of Stone, and the map has been updated to include several of the major regions of Middle-earth. Specifically, you now see Rhûn in the far east, Mordor in the south, the Rhovanion, and Eriador in the west. But there are some other interesting regions on there that actually narrow down the time frame even more than what we received on Friday. And as eagle-eyed fans noticed on Friday, specifically Tolkien Thought on Twitter, another shout out for you, great name, the fact that Beleriand was not on the map did confirm that this would probably take place after the end of the First Age, and the fact that we see the Kingdom of Lindon here in that region to the very, very far west almost all but confirms that this is from the Second Age onward, as the kingdom wasn't founded until, after the Second Age began. So we're looking at from some point in the Second Age onward as a starting point for when the series might take place, but we also have a hard cap as to the latest that it could take place, and that is around the middle of the Third Age. And we can say that specifically because if you see that region kind of smack there in the middle, just a little bit to the west of Mordor and south of the Rhovanion, Callan Arden, which might not be familiar to some of you fans that have just watched the movies, but if you're a big fan of the books and the world of Arda and Middle-earth, you probably recognize that as the name of the region that preceded the Kingdom of Rohan. And the Kingdom of Rohan was founded in the 26th century of the Third Age, so it doesn't narrow it down a ton, really. I mean, we can throw out the First Age and sort of the back half of the Third Age, but we're still dealing with literally a period of about 5,000 years where a lot of things happened in Middle-earth and the world of Arda. I mean, if you're looking at Callan Arden and saying that's really only important in the kingdoms of men, you might narrow it down to the Third Age and say that's where it's probably going to be, but I think it's just as likely with the inclusion of Lindon there that we're going to see focus more on the Second Age, specifically the rule of Gil-galad. I think a lot of people are looking at the Ringverse and saying that it could be specifically centered on the Rings of Power, not just for the elves, but for the dwarves and Sauron's kind of first manipulation there, which took place in sort of the middle of the Second Age, which I would say right now is my best bet, but it's still interesting to me that we see these lands, to the east of Rhûn, which have never been explored before, and we only know a couple of people that have ever been there. Let me know in the comment section down below what you make of this map and what you think it'll be updated with next time, which looks like it's probably going to be on Wednesday. Right now it seems like we've just gotten the regions. We'll probably get more of the kingdoms. It's a really cool interactive map. You can find it. We'll link it in the description below, along with the link to the tweet. So check that out, play around with it, and let us know your best predictions in the comment section down below. That's going to do it for me here, though. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw. Subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.